Hey, welcome to Strength Side. This is part 2 of our sunset series. As you can see, this nice pink sky here. We're talking more about stabilization of the core, correcting anterior pelvic tilt, shoulder stability, and today we're just going to progress this exercise that we talked about in the last video to give you a little bit more hip activation and glute strength, okay? So we're gonna work the hips a little bit more. If you haven't seen the last video, then you need to go back and watch that because that's gonna explain this first position that we're gonna get into, and it's very important to know and be competent in this position so you can be strong and stabilize yourself better. So let's get into it, okay? So we're going to get into our bear pose here. So I'm gonna get in my quadruped position and I'm going to come up with my knees lifted off the ground here. Now remember, I'm pushing the ground away. Front of my core is very active here. I got my serratus, my abs, my hip flexors on. And from here, all we're gonna do is we're going to kick back and then bring that knee up forward to your chest. So we kick, we bring forward, right? So this is a bear kick right here. So I'm stabilizing myself, my core is active this whole time, and to do this hip extension, I have to recruit my glute muscles to facilitate this hip extension here, okay? Boom. Now, second one we're gonna do to work on the side of the hip here, this glute medius muscle that we have, we're gonna come back into our bear position. So once again, we're getting our core active, we're pushing the ground away, our shoulder blades are protracted, and now we're gonna do a bear fire hydrant, just like this. If you're like me, most of the bears that you've seen in the wild like to pee on fire hydrants, and this is exactly what it looks like right here. Boom. I'm supporting myself, my left knee is staying off the ground, and I'm bringing my right knee up to get this hip abduction, okay? So this is working my lateral hip muscles. We're getting some glute med activation, boom. And we don't want to swing up with the hips too much like this, right? We want to keep my hips level, so I'm just getting abduction of my hip here, boom. All right, guys. Those are 2 variations of the bear pose that you can do to work your hips more, right? Get glute activation, get those hips working properly. The sun is setting. We're here working on core activation and hip strength. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to Strength Side. We'll see you in the next one.